For anyone new to cold storage, specifically Ledger. Happy Sunday to you all. I decided to make this post upon finishing my morning scrolling after seeing a couple people falling victim to scams that are easily avoidable. First off, if you are downloading Ledger Live, always make sure you are downloading from the actual Ledger website. You will never have to enter your seed phrase into the Ledger Live app. If you are promoted to do so, you did not download the actual version of LL. Lastly, please store your seed phrase safely offline. Pen and paper works, and so does fireproof stamping on metal. There are other options too. The choice is yours. It took me a couple years into this journey to finally move my assets to cold storage. The peace of mind of knowing my funds are safe is worth the price, or the wallet alone. Not your keys. Not your coins. I hope this post can be of service to at least someone. If not, I'm hoping it can start a healthy conversation. Thanks to taking the time to read. When you first set up the wallet, deliberately get the password wrong 3x, so you have to put the seed phrase in to recover it. This makes you feel safe with the process, and you will know what to do if disaster strikes. Teach your loved one how to do it in case something happens to you. Ledger Nano X Gang Rise. Mentioned it elsewhere, but the Nano X has an offer whereby you get $30 in Bitcoin, and the S Plus has $20 worth. I believe you've got to order over $100 to get free shipping, which the S Plus obviously falls under this amount. Available on the Ledger website till the 17th of April. The Ledger Nano X costs more than the current value of my crypto. A couple you've missed are: if you're worried, always buy direct from Ledger. Never from a third-party seller. If the packaging isn't sealed in plastic wrap when you get it, i.e. if it looks like it's been opened in any way, send it back and do not use it. If the seed phrase card is already filled out for you, send it back as it has been tampered with. Under no circumstances should you ever eat yellow snow. Stay safe out there, everyone. The package from Ledger has seed phrase cards in there. You can back it up easily, always offline. Also, if you're still concerned about potential data leaks from Ledger, set up a new Gmail address and Google Voice number before ordering and use those for it. Stamp your phrase into metal. Then transfer a tiny amount of crypto to your Ledger. Wipe it. Test recovery works. I would add, store your seed phrases in different places. At your parents' attic maybe. Or stored in a bank. What if your house burns to the ground? You need to have a backup of your seed phrase somewhere else. Try putting your PIN wrong 3 times. It will ask you to retype your seed phrase, so you know what happens if you ever forget your PIN. Enjoy sleeping better at night. Don't put it in the freezer. The cold part is not to be taken literally. For someone who has been around 2017 and had tried most of the wallets, Ledger Nano X, Ledger Nano S, stamping on metal, just about everything else, seed words. Use a passphrase when possible. Use hidden wallets when possible. While protecting the physical devices isn't as important as protecting your seed words. If someone gets your device, then all they need is you. Did the same thing and never felt better. Definitely wise to not have your assets on the exchange that you use. I just ordered my Ledger Nano S yesterday and can't wait till it arrives. One further thing to add. I've noticed an uptick in people complaining they lost funds even with their cold wallet. Do not connect any of your Ledger addresses to any smart contracts ever. If you have to interact with a smart contract, use a secondary software hot wallet. Move only the funds you need to interact with the smart contract into the software wallet. When not, if the smart contract is exploited, you'll only lose the funds in your software wallet. Set a passphrase 25th word. You also have an option to check if your phrase is correct. It's not bad to have a second ledger and the first one as a backup. And the 25th word is mandatory for even greater security. Over time you learn. Just be very careful and never rush, but do things slowly and calmly with a few checks each time. I recently got a ledger, but haven't transferred everything yet. Or sold anything. Is it easy to buy and sell with a ledger? And what are the fees like? Is there anything I should know? My country doesn't support shipping from ledger official. Damn. Getting your first ledger is such a nice feeling. People, you can connect your ledger to MetaMask and authorize your transaction with Ledger too if you need. So you telling me the Microsoft Store app called Ledger is not safe to use? Moving to a Ledger Nano is best thing I've ever done. Keep the seed stored away from the ledger. Thanks for putting this post up, op. Really useful points to remember. As a recent ledger convert after a couple of years in crypto, I too have been quite shocked to see the recent posts on the Ledger sub about users getting scammed. Really surprised about fake ledger apps on the Microsoft Store. Thanks for this, appreciate it. I saw that someone over at the Ledger sub had downloaded a dodgy copy of Ledger Live from the Windows Store. Great advice. I hurried up and got a hardware wallet, and I recommend that others heed your advice. And do it too. Between all the hidden corruption, Binance exchanges going under, FTX, Celsius, etc., and attacks on crypto by the SEC, Coinbase, you can never be too safe. Here are some pieces of advice. Firstly, never, under any circumstances, buy a cold wallet through Amazon or any third-party seller. Secondly, use a bloody ad blocker when attempting to do anything related to crypto, such as visiting a DEX or decentralized platform. Too much people have fallen victim to malicious sites thinking it's the real thing and end up freely give away their entire bags. Too broke for the Ledger Nano X but too rich for the Ledger Nano S, so I went with the Ledger Nano S Plus. LMAO. I'm currently waiting on my Ledger stacks to come in, so thank you to everyone who's giving out tips and helpful advice. Try adding some test funds after getting your new seed phrase. You should then always try to reset your hardware wallet and re-enter the seed phrase to make sure you have written down your seed phrase correctly. This post is one huge ad. Even better, cold storage with a time lock. Funds don't move until X days after initiating the transfer. Thanks for this informative post. As someone whose crypto assets aren't worth much, is it still advisable over a hot wallet if you trade frequently? I have and use the SafePal hardware wallet. I just started using it and recently moved some BTC to it. Fell asleep. Woke up to check it. Nothing. Oh no. Checked the address it was sent to. I own it according to seed phrase verification. Okay. Did some research to find out that it seems to only update wallet contents when signing for a transfer out. Checked the wallet address on chain and the BTC is there. Haven't gotten full confirmation yet on hardware wallet, but I feel a lot more secure. Lol. Not related to Ledger, but is Exodus a good wallet? If you do a fireproof metal stamping from a store, only do a partial print at 2 different stores. Otherwise you're trusting that source to not steal everything. Ledger was my best crypto investment to date. Thanks for advice, bro. Remember, a penny saved is a penny earned. But in the world of cryptocurrency, a seed phrase saved is a fortune earned. Stay safe out there, folks. Ledger is the way. Wouldn't that be some shit? Get a ledger to be then download the wrong ledger live and get yourself scammed.